59097. Let's see if his name was Robin Hood. If this will work. What's the time? 11 still. 59097. Zero, 9, 7. His name was Robin Blackwood. I guess it opened, but oh, it's empty. But it clearly has a false bottom. Snap, snap. What the heck? Okay, now this is interesting. What the heck? What's the deal with this? That's it. Robin, the name of Blackwood's dead son. The cubes in his room didn't spell the word bin. Yeah, they did. But part of this name, bin. Duh. And of course the letter R I saw in the crypt came in handy. Now let's see what secrets are stored inside this box. A moving piece of wood. That's what's stored inside the box. What should we use? Crowbar, first thing, then hammer. No, and why does it snap if I try to grope it elsewhere? Wait, something did happen here, I think. Ah, I had to just tilt this to the direct both sides and click on the things there. Ta-da! Am I blind or what? A huge key with a huge cross. Gee, I wonder would this be for the chapel? No. Well, finally we can get there. It seems. So, let's get going. And let's examine it, just for the hell of it. The key was heavily adorned. The box contained yet another key, except that this one looks fairly important. Also, I'm wondering why exactly Blackwood used the name of his son as the code to the box. Guilty, perhaps? And why, Michael, are you assuming that the box belongs to a Blackwood? And, more accurately, James Blackwood. What if the box was actually Milton's? And it's midday. Let's call Jerry Atria. I bet he's still busy with his marathon phone calls. And he is. Jesus. Okay. Let's go to the chapel. Or, I don't know, maybe he left already to come here, and instead of using an answering machine or something, he just decided to lift the receiver thingy. Short circuit in brain, I don't remember what it's called. Of course we could. The lock produced a loud noise that echoed in the quietness of the area. It made me wonder about the secrets that had been kept safe and undisturbed in here for years. Yeah, that's why we will shave before we go in. Open Sesame. Not even inside the chapel did I perceive a peaceful environment. The deadly stillness was deeply unnerving. They just had to put this music sounds here. And revolving staircase, spiraling staircase. I hate those. Revolving. It's going round and round like a merry-go-round. Unsurprisingly, there are religious pictures in here. I don't want to go up these stairs, but I don't want to go closer to that creepy altar either. Oh wow, we can examine the pictures from all the way here. Yep, more pictures of Jesus. Jesus. But we can't examine the altar from this side at least. I'm just checking these to see if there would happen to be something. In them. Nice rug. Let's go from the right. This seems odd, the placement of this detailed view. Oh, I think we checked that. At this point I wasn't going to bother with light switches anymore. We just did, Michael. That's made of wood. The accoutrements or whatever inside the chapel, though mostly golden and shiny, looked sad and fragile. And the same comment from Michael on all of those things. There is something beneath us, right at our feet, but I can't look down enough. There was a large wooden statue of Christ looking after this holy place. What are you talking about, Michael? There are no holes. Ha! You is wrong, Michael. There is a bell. A great shiny bell. Tiny bell. We can pretend to be a Salvation Army. Ding 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 ding. Let's open this. The chalice was lavish and pleasing to the eye, but was sadly of no use to me. You could always put it in your pocket and sell later, dumbass. No business sense whatsoever. Is there something? Just discoloration. Or maybe the lighting coming through the painted windows. Oh boy. The cabinet on the small loft contained items that seemed to have belonged to a priest. Holy Bible, yeah right. I wonder what we'll find in here. Exactly. Why the fuck is there a nail in there? And someone's shoes, I believe. And that was it. Well, we have a hammer. Now what do? Crucify ourselves? It was a heavy nail and very cold to the touch. Hammer time. Da-na-na-na. Oh, yeah, let's not go there any further. What the heck are we supposed to do with that nail? What good will that do to us? Let's see if Michael has an opinion. I'm finally inside the chapel, the place where Blackwood spent most of the time during his last days. I can feel it. I'm about to make great discoveries in here. Yes, great discovery. A nail in a Bible. Awesome discovery. Discovery that shocked the world. I hope that sound was just the chapel doors closing. Well, let's go see what time it is now. Should we go use that nail to puncture the tires from the bicycle? It's still noon. And I think the fire is still burning, judging from the sounds. I guess we have to try again to call Jerry. Pointless as it probably is. Yep. Oops, did not mean to. Back. I guess as time has moved again, let's go check our mailbox. I have no idea at what time mail arrives into this isolated place, so might as well check it. No mail. Hum-de-dum, what next then? I guess we should go back to the chapel. Maybe the wooden Jeebus has a nail missing or something. Let's just go there right away to make a more thorough investigation again. Instead of again going through the house 1000 times and then deciding to come back here to check stuff. And there is still of course that. Can we in any way? Yep, there. It was some kind of small metal ring. There is a trapdoor here or something. Okay, what could we use for this? Crowbar works. And does this mean that we will be going in there, down there? Or what the hell should we now? We can't do anything to that. So what now? There is some sort of mechanism there, but there's a wheel, clearly. But what exactly should we do now? We can't examine this part or anything. The wooden the wooden Jeebus has nails on both hands. There. The statue had a noticeable orifice in the bottom. It's not noticeable. I would have noticed it if it was. Damn it. There we go. There was a nail inserted in the hole now. But now what do we do? Can we now? No. We still can't do anything with this opened thing. Something was curiously different about the INRI sign now. It was. I don't remember how it was earlier. But what good will that do to us? Even if it is different. Still nothing more here than this chalice. Nope, Michael didn't write anything about this trapdoor or whatever here. Whoops. Didn't mean to open inventory there. And what if it is more tilted? Could we try and hammer it deeper? What the hell? Let's see. No, pointless. Now Michael is back to his usual things. Pointless, pointless, pointless. Let's check his equipment. Ugh. I will seriously soon take the hammer and mash this whole thing apart. We can't look higher up than this. So I don't really... Okay. So we just needed to take the crowbar into the sign. What? That was kinda... Okay. I guess we need to crawl down. I do not want to. There's a dead baby in there. The dead baby is everywhere. Every time you go down somewhere, there's a dead baby. Oh boy. Did Michael write now anything? No. He's boring. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. I'm not liking this at all. At this point I wasn't going to bother with light switches anymore. There's something nasty staring at us right in front of us. Does this lamp work? Yes, it's a lamp. But we can't do anything here. We can examine this. It was nearly impossible to discern anything in the secret room, but that seemed to be a candle. Oh boy. Let's light this mother up. Most of the books scattered in the hidden room were about occultism and African culture. Even the titles were disturbing. Strange titles such as The Vermis Mysteries gave me the shivers. As much as I love books, I didn't even dare to open those. Interesting. There's a map of Africa there again. Same description for those books. There are going to be papers here. Let's check anything else first. More of those weird books. Okay, this is a creepy view. Why? Why? Wait, what did it say there? From Africa, I guess. There's a nice pipe. Ancient coffee, I guess. Piece of wood. Why did we take it exactly? The branch was very odd looking. Oh well. I guess everyone needs their strange obsessions and hobbies. March 26th. The folklore of the Dalmar is just as disturbing as their vicious attacks. If my researches have been correct, then I could have stumbled upon one of the most ancient tribes ever known to humanity, dating back to the era where the so-called Bushmen inhabited South Africa. We're talking over 20,000 years ago. How could any civilization manage to survive all this time without ever hunting or expanding, just being there? I don't dare to imagine what 200 centuries of inbreeding and cannibalism can do to people. I've seen them and they can't be called humans. What is most unsettling is their mystical background, impossible to be considered a religion due to its complete lack of basic rules and maturity. The only simple premise is to keep an evil entity at bay which has been stalking them since the beginning of time or dark ages. At this point in my research, I had to stop and consider the implications. The Dalmar actually thought of their later period, the systematic slaughtering of mankind, as good times or golden ages. Well, can't say that I would disagree with the naming. I thank the Lord that this tribe never managed to grow, as I seriously think the region, maybe even the entire continent, would have suffered terrible consequences. This history is so ancient that it makes me feel dizzy. The vengeful god, which is incidentally referred to as Dalhom, would control the Dalmar via its many incarnations. Most of the time it would be a tall feline-like figure, always dwelling in shadows and slaying any villager who would unwittingly come close. Some say its deadly claws would not only penetrate your body, but your soul. The purpose of the harassment is unclear. It would look as if the Dalmar were simple toys to play with. It seems then that the Dalmar managed to free themselves from its clutches with the help of an amulet or charm, which would effectively force the entity to retreat. The most curious thing is how this amulet was conceived. Two main elements were required to perform the exorcising of this evil, and they had to be strictly related to each other, one representing the victim and other representing the victimizer. To achieve this, something related to each one was used. While I'm not sure what is referred to as the victim, I think it can be concluded that anything belonging to any villager would have served, given that they were all victims. As for something representing the victimizer, that may have been more complicated. What could possibly be related to a god? This god in question. Next, these elements had to be mixed with a rare medicinal plant native to the region, which apparently had the properties to blend both items together, as long as they were not too solid. Finally, a branch of a particular tree whose name escapes me now had to be used as the holder of the blended items. So this is where we will need them. Lion's Claw is clearly the thing representing the god.